All right, welcome back to the War Room Squad. It's time to drop into the next zone, because today we are unlocking some absolutely legendary gear in Mission 3, the Gospel Shoes. Let's go. Yo, Fusion Squad, listen up. We're jumping right back into our series on the Armor of God. The mission is hot, and it is time to get equipped. Okay, so we're mid-quest, which means we gotta do a quick inventory check. We've already got some epic-level gear equipped, so let's make sure everything's good to go before we move out.
So let's talk about your current loadout. This is the legacy gear we've already unboxed in our previous missions.
What's so cool is how these first two pieces work together, right? You got the belt of truth. That's your core stabilizer. It literally cinches the whole kit together and stops that awful identity lag. Then we equip the breastplate of righteousness. And remember, this isn't something you grind for. It's a straight-up heart shield gift that blocks the enemy's nasty shame virus and protects your core identity.
So this whole initial setup is really all about one thing. It's designed to help you stand firm against all the devil's schemes. This is the gear that lets you hold your ground when the enemy tries to hit you with all those system glitches and bugs.
But here's the thing. That gear is fantastic for holding a position, for digging in. But what happens when the mission needs you to advance? Well, today we unbox the piece of the loadout that actually lets us move.
Yeah, it is time for the big unboxing. Let's get into it. We're talking about the Gospel Shoes.
Let's pull up the official dev notes on this one. Ephesians 6, verse 15. It says it perfectly. And, as shoes for your feet, having put on the readiness given by the gospel of peace.
And just like that, boom! That is the game changer right there. You gotta understand, your whole loadout is incomplete, your armor isn't mission ready until your feet are fitted out. This is not some optional accessory, this is absolutely essential gear.
Now, to really get this spiritual tech, we first have to look at the original hardware that inspired it. I'm talking about the Roman Caligae.
Man, these things were legendary footwear. Seriously. The Caligae were basically the most advanced movement buff in the ancient world. Just check out these specs. They had the hobnail buff, iron spikes in the soles for insane traction. They had this open-air build to prevent system overheat, blisters. And get this, they had a precision fit, cut for left and right feet, which was super high-tech back then, and gave a soldier incredible stability in a fight.
Okay, so that's the physical item. But the Apostle Paul, he's talking about a spiritual update. It's time to install the patch that activates the true power of this gear. Peace.
Think of it like this. The old design, under the law, it was kind of like playing on a heavy, clunky legacy server with restricted access. But then Jesus dropped the gospel update. This new design is a universal update for everyone. It's not about grinding through a million rules anymore. It's all about the peace of Christ giving you the readiness to actually move forward. So why is this so critical? Well, because in the game of life, we are all playing a permanent 24/7 round of the floor is lava. You know what I mean? All the chaos, anxiety, stress, and drama, it's all trying to melt your progress and knock you right off your feet.
And look, if you try to navigate that lava floor with no shoes, you are just slipping and burning. It's that simple. The gospel of peace, that's what gives you traction. When the whole world is sliding into panic, these shoes let you dig in your spikes and stay standing.
But remember this, and this is so important. These are not just for standing still. No way. These shoes grant a specific character stat, readiness.
So what even is the readiness stat? Well, it's actually pretty simple. A soldier with no shoes can't go to war, period. In the same way, a Christian with no peace, you can't really help others. When you equip these shoes, you literally become a mobile peace emitter. You're ready to carry the gospel into those high lava zones of life. I'm talking about your school, your family, even those really tough friendships.
And that brings us to our final mission briefing for today. It is time to get mobile.
The enemy's strategy is painfully simple. He wants to cause system failure from all the worry and chaos. He wants you unstable, panicked, sliding all over the place. Our mission? Shut that down.
So here it is, your final level up. Number 1, dig in your spikes of peace. When life gets nuts, you plant your feet and you refuse to be moved by panic. 2, trust the new design. Just remember, the gospel is a gift, not some heavy thing you have to grind for. And number 3, get mobile. Stop just standing in the lobby, okay? It's time to hit the map and take that peace with you.
Because the truth is, you are a citizen of heaven. That is your new identity. So now, go walk like one.
That is it for today's briefing. Get out there and put this gear to use. Quest complete. Disconnecting.